A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense.
Turning it on! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Card in the backfield. It's Reynolds. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Johnson wants to throw it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So Auburn's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard.
Running room in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
I mean, big-time playmakers at the linebacker spot all throughout their history that know how to get to quarterbacks and know how to make big-time plays.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. they make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Oh my goodness, he's still moving. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football.
Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pulls and fires complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open, and that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Penn State. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Direct snap. It's Lewis. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on trying to rumble in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Watson. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the gun. Makes one man miss.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got it in the middle at Simmons. There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Gibson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going up top again.
Huh?
Snagged in the middle, it's Brown.
Maybe like 2 hours.
Gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Howard. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He wants it all. Touchdown, Auburn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pulled and finds his man on the left. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Johnson looking to throw. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavy.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the Moorhead trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. Turning it on. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Past the first down marker and still running. Smashes ahead. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
We check in with Kevin. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gives it on the option. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A little screen to the running back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection on third down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Carter. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Negro.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally...
Breaks into the open. Stumbled to the ground. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Heaves it deep. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going to the run to start this second half. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't
Wow,
have to press.
bro, what the
Just
fuck
try to
is
get
that?
scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's Simmons. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there. There he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. First and 10 from the 23. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll run the screen. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
He'll sneak it. Sneaks into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivy. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Johnson looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Come on, bro. Like, what the fuck was that?
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Grab behind the line. It's Reynolds. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Right on target this time. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 yards.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
And we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. They want to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him.
Oh.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They want to run this quarterback. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Buying some time. Oh, headed to the end zone. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, and you see the bubble a lot of times, and you want to get upfield as fast as you can, but when you don't have space, you kind of want to bounce it, and then next thing you know, you bounced it again, and you're going the wrong way. Not a good job by the receiver right there.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Turner. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Johnson wants to throw it. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Caught behind the line. It's Reynolds. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
The Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Fires deep toward the end zone.
Ah, come on,
Can't
bro.
complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to...
Oh, out of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to keep it in the air. He's going for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
That's
and this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Turner. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Tompkins. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got it behind the line. It's Carter. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the football over. Like, continue to play. Find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, going up top. That's reeled in at Simmons. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught on the outside, it's Watson.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Auburn lines up quickly. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 39 in punt formation to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 25. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber